Abbott, who is advocating for U.S. government aid for his state's recovery, said the damage would exceed that of Katrina, the storm that devastated New Orleans and surrounding areas in 2005, and Sandy, which overwhelmed New York City and the U.S. Northeast in 2012. Katrina caused, if I recall, more than $120 billion, but when you look at the number of homes and business affected by this, I think this will cost well over $120 billion, probably $150 to $180 billion, Abbott told Fox News, adding, "This is far larger than Hurricane Sandy." The administration of U.S. President Donald Trump has asked Congress for an initial $1 billion for recovery efforts, which Abbott called a down payment. Even that amount could be delayed unless Congress quickly increases the government's debt limit, U.S. Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin said on Sunday. The United States is on track to hit its mandated debt limit by the end of the month unless Congress increases it. Without raising the debt limit, I am not comfortable that we will get money to Texas this month to rebuild, Mnuchin told Fox News. The head of the U.S. Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, called federal aid a ray of hope but said state and local officials also needed to do their part. They can't depend only on federal emergency management, FEMA Administrator Brooke Long told CBS News, declining to offer a figure for how much money the White House would eventually ask from Congress. Road to Recovery Houston was still struggling to recover on Sunday, when the city forced the evacuation of thousands of people on the western side of town who were affected by the release of floodwater that had built up in a reservoir. The city cut off power to homes on Sunday morning to encourage evacuation of those who had been reluctant to leave their homes. About 37,000 refugees stayed overnight in 270 shelters in Texas plus another 2,000 in 7 Louisiana shelters, the highest number reported so far by the American Red Cross. Some 84,700 homes and businesses were without power on Sunday, down from a peak of around 300,000, according to the region's major electric companies. Many areas of Texas were still battling floodwater from swollen rivers that was expected to remain for a week or more. In Beaumont, about 85 miles, 140 kilometers, east of Houston, officials were trying to repair a flood-damaged pumping station that caused the city of about 120,000 people to lose drinking water for days. But Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner said his city was making progress on several fronts, resuming city services and helping get people into housing and out of emergency shelters. "This is a can-do city. We're not going to engage in a pity party," Turner told CBS News. Trump visited Houston on Saturday to meet evacuees and rescue workers, an opportunity to show an empathetic side after some criticized him for staying clear of the disaster zone during a previous visit on Tuesday. Trump had said he did not want to hamper rescue efforts. Trump and his wife Melania marked a national day of prayer for hurricane victims on Sunday by attending church services at St. John's Episcopal Church near the White House.